fucking Hogwarts Legacy.
Protego.
No, not fucking Protego. Yeah, I just beat some fucking team on Call of Duty. I was very random on 5-10 weeks ago and fucking... I won a game and put me in 5-10 weeks ago. I got so mad. Because it was like, your company's saying fault, we're not. It's like, whatever, bro. You just got back and you got destroyed. Fucking win that last round, I talk shit to them back. They're not talking. They go say they don't speak, well, they get fucking shit off. Ah, damn. Well, I'm only toxic when they're toxic. I have to fucking find these shitty things again. Find the house token. Let's do it, the house token.
Seems I'll need to find more house tokens if I'm to open this.
Yeah.
Quite a few.
Yeah, I can't fucking do it anyway, just having to slow down to the main quest. I tried to do these side missions to fucking off stream because no one really cares about side. Yeah, the fucking it wouldn't tell me where to go.
You're sure to turn some heads dressed like that.
I heard of Chief Class. I was hoping a fucking friend of a girl so we could play, but he wasn't, so I just came back on Hogwarts Legacy. Why'd you fucking like text me now as I'm fucking streaming Hogwarts Legacy? Yeah, then yeah, probably I don't know. Hopefully I don't. Well, at least want to get an hour. Like whenever I stream, at least want to make it an hour long. I'll go into the fucking garden.
Smell.
Greenhouse. Yeah.
Is she growing Punja's onion?
I fucking
again?
about craft potions and shit.
Good morning, Professor Garlick. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together.
And go
How
some weed.
thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important
I
thing
don't fucking know what
cultivated in
YouTube
her
allows
biology
anymore.
is
Not a lot.
knowledge.
It's so
The
fucking
present
strict with their
herbologist
policy
is no
now.
more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bowl.
Oh my god,
Now
no way.
then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio.
Damn.
Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears.
I don't know what I like to go in, but I don't know.
Everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Oh my god.
Quickly, place your mandrake in the new pot and cut out the soil. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now for our next task,
fucking
we'll be planting
gold.
detonators. I wonder.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Very strange.
Revelio.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fucking reverse it. I'm gonna go outside those plants I can. But
Did you
filled
know
in
that you
shit.
can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very
I
idea.
don't know what it is.
Levioso. Reparo. Accio.
What a fucking thing is like. I don't know, thing, but I can't get it.
Revelio.
Video. Yeah, give me all base shit. That's what I want. I'm supposed to craft potions of fucking flowers.
Potato. Reparo. Revelio.
Alright, let's head down. It's fucking professor. We're gonna go fucking remember the way out.
Levioso. Incendio. Accio. Levioso. Incendio. Accio.
Does it fucking do anything?
Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
I actually forgot how to get to the fucking main quest. I hate the fucking key.
Revelio.
Oh, there's it. Where is it?
Accio. Reparo.
Oh, movie. Hello?
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
I have no idea. I want to get up here again. Oh. The fuck is it? Hello.
Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Reparo.
the fucking big ass greenhouse. Why I don't know where. Down it again.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I'll say. Nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
Ah, cool. Now I've got to make potions and shit. Doesn't sound good as well. But the very will cease to begin planting once for about work. Oh, okay, so now I just come back.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Of course they do.
What should I be doing right now?
I'd like you to get some hands-on experience with the Chinese chomping cabbages. They're in the greenhouse, just across the footbridge. Mr. Pruitt will assist you with them. Now remember, a wand is not...
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. Oh, nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Here we are. Home. Go on. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it. They'll do the rest.
What's going on? Taking the troll wheel and sign Chinese something cabbage.
Look at that. That's not anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Just because those cabbages will chomp on a dummy doesn't mean they do the same on, say, a goblin.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Yeah. Oh, I'm allowed to
That helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Every time that
Remarkable
you read
plants,
it, it
aren't
goes
they?
away.
I hope they weren't too much trouble.
Down,
Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
To make anything grow, we must first understand it.
Oh, it's going quite well.
Plants as well as friendships. Kindness and concern are as necessary in the greenhouse as in the...
I should think Professor Garlick would be more careful with her man.
Heard you're defending Hogsmeade against trolls.
Reparo! Revelio!
Luke and Brattleby must have nearly wet himself when you won every single crossed once battle.
Seems an odd choice for wandering about outside your dormitory.
Protego!
Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school?
Professor Black would never allow it.
Revelio!
I need this fucking light now to cut to this bastard.
Lumos.
Got it.
Sorry, hang on this case. Oh yeah. Oh, the Gryffindor thing.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect.
Start getting the camera.
You will begin this term by brewing a Wiggenweld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous. I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
What is skill?
Proficiency and potions are two things that cannot be rushed.
My parent, Professor Sharp, must have learned a lot during his time as...
Fine job brewing your first Wiggenweld potion. There are many potions yet to learn.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. You remember me, don't you? Gareth Weasley.
Ah, yes. We met in the common room.
Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
Nah, because we're
You're
getting
as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
Can't do.
I don't know, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that
you
valuable.
person.
Sharp won't even miss it.
No.
I've enough to worry about collecting the ingredients he wants me to get. I'm afraid I can't help you.
I understand. I'll sort something else out. This is the last ingredient I need to complete my potion.
Keep your potion.
Revelio.
A well-prepared witch or wizard, or should you chop the Dittany or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it! Again.
Dragon's Dog! What happened?
Yeah, I shouldn't have gotten that feather.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the
Maybe I should
Wiggenweld
have.
potion.
Oh.
No.
You're the new student. I've heard much about you. Thank you. I'm Amit, by the way. Pleasure, truly. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
I'm glad I was able to get it right the first time.
You must simply have a knack for potion making. Some students seem so confounded by potion recipes, it's as if they're written in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shaw is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
I want to purchase my boots. I don't want to get that.
Potion should not be that color, Miss McDowell.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggle...
Don't fret if you run out of ingredients.
My Wiggenweld potion's utter rubbish. Wish I could just replace it with one from...
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
Glad you managed to stay on task. Not every class is so eventful. I saw Mr. Weasley speaking with you earlier. He can be quite persuasive. Glad you managed to resist. You've done well. Yes, I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. And you can keep that Fwooper feather. This time. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
West.
Ugh, my robes are going to reek. That was it?
I really want to figure out that puzzle. So puzzle needs you, I guess that's why.
Levioso. Lumos.
Okay, let's we'll see if it was a repair.
Reparo.
Why is
Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
I knew it had to be one of them.
It's a relief to finally have an art dress.
Dragon, yeah, Galaxy, it makes sense now. Fire and Dragon. I'll be back. Oh my god, but it's a fucking bacon or something. I'm gonna play with it a bit until it cools down and then put it again. I'll win it almost here. God, this game is such a good game. Oh, there's no trait. I didn't realise it. Got 5 plus 5 plus 20 events. One there. I'll quit this. I'm going to start it, but I can set it. Oh, okay. Alright. Quit there because it's actually got traits. Set it over there. I got 5. Or 1, 2. No, try to mean.
Too tired to put on your robes?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Can't climb a fucking bridge. Oh, that was good.
Repairer.
Oh, that's so for me. It's a magic, isn't it? I kind of aimed it. I don't know what it was earlier. Oh, nice. It's just the way you want your basic attack. Well, I want to play with it's just fucking so much faster to get around. I can't even fly that shit.
Revelio.
Oh, it would have been.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Revelio. Accio.
So hard to get on there. Let's come back to that later.
It's like a place where...
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it. But I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own, and the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching op. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I'm gonna go eat. I don't know. So it's a short stream, and I might stream this later.
What's going on here?
What's going on now? Yeah, that's what I want to know. In a minute, I'm gonna see what's going on here.
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Accio! Incendio!
Whatever. Collection section of this logbook has been updated with a new enemy type. You may learn valuable insights around necessity their weaknesses for playing style.
Tell Rookwood to find me himself. Accio. Send him.
Little brat. You just wait.
It's in the clouds, this
Accio.
That's what you got. Amateur. Let's prop.
Leviosa.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner. And so close to Hogwarts.
Oh, it's a puzzle way. I saw it in a video. I was like,
Are you all right? I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya?
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were a myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the centre. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the centre of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honours? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens. What? Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Accio. Levioso. Incendio.
But it's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
What a day. I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in
Oh,
Hogsmeade,
me, my mum
should
told me
you
as
need
long
me.
as good
I
song.
really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
On YouTube there was one there, here, up here, yeah. I'm gonna do this one and then I'll eat my dinner.
Sir Nicholas, our house ghost, is looking for you. You can find him near the Great Hall.
No, I think on this one there's like a rock and got water down the hill into a hole. What about in Dana Manslaughter? Not me anyway. Hopefully I'll know later and I'll try and complete that puzzle. If it is one. Well, I'm assuming it is. No, I don't want to go main castle. I want to go here. Oh, fuck, there's two markers. Oh, true. Oh, it's like... he's inside Hogwarts, I'm sure. There's the rock, I mean, it's the hole there.
I know a Merlin trial when I see one.
Accio.
I was gonna go, I don't know if you enjoyed this, please like, please